channel. But Turki Alalshikh, man. Like I said, this dude has, like I said, I feel like a lot of the fights that he's made without, his assistance or him putting his money up, I think a lot of these fights wouldn't have been made. I don't know if Better Beef and Bivol would have ever been made. I don't know if Alexander Usyk or Tyson Fury would have ever been made without the assistance of Turki Alalshikh. So I give him his credit for that. And, he's been putting on some phenomenal cards, man, like Daniel Dubois versus Filip Hrgović, great fight. Zhang versus Wilder, great fight. Nick Ball versus Raymond Ford, great fight. Like, they doing some great matchmaking, great styles going up against each other. And we've been seeing some entertainment in fights. And for once, we feel like we actually getting what the fuck we've been asking for all these years. So I'm going to give Turki his respect from that aspect. However, I do feel like there's some elephants in the room that we need to address. And it's that Turki Alalshikh has made some great fights happen. There's no doubt about it. But Turki Alalshikh has been avoiding and not willing to make the fights that are demanded the most, or at least been putting an effort to make these fights happen. You feel what I'm saying? And the one fight that I've been talking about, and this was before him and Canelo had any type of conflict, there's any words back and forth, and that was the David Benavidez and Canelo fight, man. You see what I mean? He had heard the rumblings around the boxing world that this was the fight to be made. And in all honesty, if this fight was to happen, pay-per-view is going to be crazy, man. They selling out whatever arena they decide to step in. You know what I mean? Mexico, the young Mexican kid that's looking to, that's looking to build his legacy, going up against the decorated, one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time in Canelo Alvarez. You feel what I'm saying? Great fight. The fucking sales is going to go through the roof, man. The press conference is going to go crazy. There's going to be so much excitement and anticipation for the fight, man. That shit is going to generate millions of dollars, man. But before he could even shoot Canelo Alvarez an offer, he shot that fight down right away. I remember he had several words about the fight, and he said that he didn't really care for Benavidez and Canelo. So he pretty much said, fuck the biggest fight to be made in boxing. I would rather steer David Benavidez in this direction. And that was the direction going towards light heavyweight and facing the winner of Bivol and Better Beef. Now, is that a great fight? Absolutely. That is an amazing fight. Whether Better Beef or Bivol wins, going up against David Benavidez, man, that's a great stylistic matchup. If he fights Better Beef, who's, one of the hardest punchers in the boxing world, period. You know what I mean? And, got a good engine as well. Yo, you got one more time to interrupt my live, dog. That's on everything, cuz. Stop playing with me, dog.
And I'm going to keep doing it.
You see that shit? You see that disrespectful shit, y'all? I'll be out here grinding for my motherfucking, I'm grinding for the nation and shit like that. And she just want to come and shut down my whole screen because she want FaceTime and shit like that. You see what be going on in these streets, man? These women selfish, man. These women selfish and they only be worried about what they want and shit. You feel me? Anyways, how you feeling? You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Because you got what you want, right?
Yep.
Shit crazy. Anyways. No, I'm just fucking around. No, but anyways, man. I didn't like the fact that you tell her we out here hustling. Yeah, facts, man. We over here trying, talk this real shit, get people involved with what's going on with the nation, and you just want to come through and, you know what I'm saying, start rattling it. My whole damn screen done turned off because she FaceTiming me and shit. But anyways, like I was saying though, y'all.
Why are you still talking shit?
Yo, you better pipe the fuck down. Who you talking to? Think everything a damn joke. Shit. So you can see that. But anyways, he said, chill, Mark. You got a sugarcoat. They too emotional. Nah. She be all right. She gangster. But no. Let's get back on track, y'all. My fault. I'm just talking shit. No, like I said, I didn't like how the way Turki Alalshikh, disregarded that fight in particular. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the biggest fight to be made in boxing. I don't think you can name any fight in boxing right now that's bigger than Canelo and fucking Benavidez. You see what I mean? But now this is a fight that we most likely never gonna see, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of what ifs and fantasy matchups from the people from years to come because nobody was willing to put their foot forward in order to make this fight happen. PBC offered Canelo multiple opportunities to fight Benavidez. He shot it down. To fight Benavidez, Canelo shot it down numerous times. You know what I mean? He went on to go through that PBC deal without facing David Benavidez. He went on to face Jermell Charlo, punched on him, made him move up 2 weight classes, then punched on Jaime Munguia, who is in the same weight as David Benavidez, but nowhere near as accomplished. Then he's about to fight Edgar Berlanga, who is a stone cold cherry pick. I don't give a fuck how good you may feel like he is, how hard of a puncher he is, how much bigger he is than Canelo. All these motherfuckers bigger than Canelo, bro. That nigga is 5'7". I am taller than Canelo Alvarez, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like all these dudes bigger than him. So what? That shit don't matter. But anyways, Turki Alalshikh could have easily put the funds up necessary to make that fight happen and appease the boxer fans because he tells you time and time again he wants to make the biggest fights happen in the sport of boxing and he wants the fans to enjoy the best fights possible. I've heard him say this on numerous occasions. Meanwhile, you shoot down the biggest fight to be made in the sport of boxing. Moving on. There's another fight that Turki Alalshikh has in his hands right now that he could probably get done with a snap of a fucking finger, and that's Jaron Ennis versus Terrence Crawford. And before y'all get into, they're not even the same weight class no more, the same motherfuckers that's saying that is the same motherfuckers that's going around and saying, Boots just need to move up to 154 already, man. There's nothing there for him at 47 anymore. All right, so he could go up to 154 and face Terrence Crawford. Nah, man. Bud is at 54. Why would he fight Boots? Boots is still at 47. Boots done told y'all he's going to focus on becoming undisputed at 147. But if Terrence Crawford offers him a fight, he's signing the fucking contract. What don't y'all understand? They try to, and I love how they try to spin the narrative and make it seem like Boots is avoiding somebody. Boots not avoiding anybody. You feel what I'm saying? When the fuck has he ever avoided anybody? I can't recall Boots ducking no motherfucker out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? If anything, they acting like he ain't shit, trying to disregard him to the best of their ability, like Keith Thurman, turkey ass, like Stanley Otis, turkey ass, Rashidi Ellis acting like Boots don't exist and shit when they fought on the same card. Bro, all these dudes be acting scary on the low. Brian Norman don't even want to say the dude name, calling him the final boss and shit like that. Listen, man. Boots, Bud, I'm trying to tell y'all, Boots has a partnership with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn and Turkey like this. Terrence Crawford is an ambassador for Riyadh season. Him and Turkey are like this. This fight could be made with the snap of a finger, y'all. But Turki Alalshikh is prioritizing Virgil Ortiz against Terrence Crawford over Jaron Ennis versus Terrence Crawford. Why? Why? What the fuck has Virgil Ortiz done in comparison to Jaron Ennis to be more worthy than Jaron Ennis for a Terrence Crawford fight? Regardless of how the way he got the belt, y'all, Jaron Ennis is the legitimate IBF champion of the world. This man does show you that he could sell. He sold 70% of the Wells Fargo in his debut arena fight in his hometown. Boots not like this low risk. And this is another thing I want to address, right? Because I spoke about this on Claymore Rain Live the other day, and Claymore brought up a point where like, they might not, and they was talking about Martin Bacoli and shit like that. And it was a beautiful thing to see Martin Bacoli get celebrated in the Congo. You see what I'm saying? That shit was jam-packed. They gave this man a crazy-ass celebration as if he won a world title. All he did was beat an undefeated contender from America. But the fact that he's getting that much love, it was dope to see, man. Not everybody receives that, so it was pretty dope to see that. But regardless, we was talking about Bacoli and how he might be a high-risk, low-reward. And I'm like, considering the fact that Turki Alalshikh is paying these guys substantial amounts of money to fight each other, is there such thing as a low reward when it comes to fighting on a Riyadh season card? Is there such thing? High risk will always be a thing. As long as there's dangerous motherfuckers in boxing, there will always be a high risk in fighting somebody and may possibly lose, especially when you're fighting at a high level. But the low reward thing, Turki Alalshikh knocks that right out of the equation. All these dudes getting the biggest paydays of their life, right? So we need to stop talking about this low reward shit or talk about how motherfuckers ain't a draw, because as far as I'm concerned, Raymond Ford, there's a lot of fighters who got big paydays to fight on Riyadh season cards, and they were never draws. What the fuck has Mark McCauley ever sold? What the fuck has Daniel Dubois ever sold? What the fuck has Jared Anderson ever sold? Boots is a draw. He showed it. But regardless, that's not even the conversation we really have. And my whole thing is Turki Alalshikh has blatantly ignored if you talk about the biggest fights to be made in boxing, bro, right now, David Benavidez Canelo, Gervonta Davis Shakur, and what's the one that follows that? Jaron Ennis versus Terrence Crawford. Turki Alalshikh has turned down 2 out of the 3 biggest fights that could be made in the entire sport of boxing. In the entire sport of boxing, he has turned down 2 out of the 3 biggest fights in the sport of boxing, in my opinion. Like I said, Turki Alalshikh is doing amazing shit. He's making fights that we probably would have never have seen without his assistance. Without his money, we probably would never have seen these fights, and went on to talk about it later down the line, like the disappointed boxing fans that we typically are, and be like, yo, who would have won this fight if they actually would have fought, man? That's the type of situation we would have been in. Thanks to Turki, we got our answers. So this ain't a shot at Turki, but he do got some shit that he got going on where, you know, he putting up the bread. And if you putting up the bread, you have the ultimate say. Let's not get it wrong. However, don't sit here and talk about how you just want to give the fans what they want to see type shit. Meanwhile, you turning down 2, you disregarding or completely ignoring 2 out of the 3 best fights to be made in the sport of boxing. This is another thing that I heard too. I don't know if it was true. No, but I wasn't counting the Tank and Shakur one. The ones I was specifically talking about was Jaron Ennis and Terrence Crawford, and fucking Benavidez and Canelo. That's the ones that I say he blatantly ignored. Now, you completely right. Turki did reach out to Tank, and then Tank was talking about, oh, you need to send me 2 Ferraris, before we even get to talking about this. And then he was like, yo, well, I'll give you 2 boxing gloves. Let's make a fight happen. I mean, ever since then, it's been crickets. You see what I'm saying? So Turki Alalshikh made the effort. So I'm gonna give him the applause for that. Now, if you out here, you trying to make the fight happen, and these motherfuckers just don't want to work with you, that's not your fault. That's just the type of time that they on. You can't say that you didn't try. My problem is he didn't even try to make Benavidez and Canelo. He didn't even try to make Terrence Crawford versus Jaron Ennis right now. So, you know what I'm saying? And what fucks me up is that Turki Alalshikh said that he wants to work with David Benavidez. He wants to work with fucking Jaron Ennis. He mentioned Jaron Ennis' name in that latest interview he did. But you don't want to give Jaron Ennis the biggest fight of his career or one of the biggest fights to be made in boxing with a dude that you named an ambassador for Riyadh season? Why not? Why not?